it eventually gets better. Recently, my birthday passed, and every year on my birthday, I like to reflect upon the entire year that I had. And with that, my birthday was last Friday. I reflected on it, and I asked myself, what has changed? And it didn't take that long for me to realize a lot has changed. I met a lot of new people. I made a lot of new friends. I've had this feeling of falling for someone again. But I also lost people. I've lost friendships. I've learned to move on from people, yet I've also learned that I've also held on to those people. Waited, prayed, kept hoping that they'd come back. And I've also had issues financially. Big issues. Sometimes I wondered, and I'd lay up, I'd be awake at night wondering, how would I get out of this hole? Mentally, financially, physically. But as the whole year passed, I think back to it, and I just think to myself, I got out of it, and that it eventually gets better. You'd be surprised to know that I have made a lot of new friends that I didn't think I would. I've also fallen for people, well, actually one person, that I didn't think I'd fall for. I've met new people, went on a few dates, done new things, and experienced new feelings. And yet, at the end of the day, it got better. At the end of the day, I wouldn't trade it. I know that that you guys know the story. I've gotten discarded. I've gotten hurt. I got left for someone else. But at the end of the day, if I didn't go through that, chances are I would have still been that stubborn person that I was before. That didn't know how to live, I guess, in the moment. That was only focused on the future. That was only focused on trying to better my future and not accept right now, not be happy of where I am right now. And it's weird because, tomorrow isn't, promised. I don't know what could happen in the next 30 minutes to an hour from now. Yet I was always prepared for it. I was always prepared for it. I was always trying to prepare for it. Instead of just accepting right now, instead of just being here. And for the past year, I did that. I just was here. And it's got me through some very big lore that I have now. And I wouldn't trade it. And what sucks is you lose friends too. Like, I thought I would only gain friendships and gain new people. No, you lose friendships too. I recently lost a friendship back in February, March. And I don't know if I'll ever get it back with a good friend of mine. And it hurt. It hurt a lot. It was just a falling out between me and this person. And we never really got to reestablish that connection. I was ready to reconnect and try to get through this, yet this person didn't want that anymore. And that's totally understandable. I'm not going to force a friendship, and you shouldn't force it either, because it takes two. It takes two to tango. It takes two people to build that friendship. And if one person just can't or won't, then you kind of have to learn to look the other way, to go another direction. And only when they are ready to finally come back, or if they're ready at all to look at you, to see you, to talk to you, then that's when you could reestablish that connection. But granted, I lost that friendship and it hurt, but I still learned to move forward from it. And in the end, I gained new friends and new people that I didn't expect to have, really. I've done some crazy things that I didn't think I would go to, like going to the World Cup just happened, and I was going to watch parties with my friends, throughout the week, seeing the games. It was something I never expected, and it was a vibe with people that I enjoyed being with, and I loved it. I loved it a lot. But granted, knowing how I'm there, knowing like me being at those watch parties, as I think back to it now, the only path for me to be at those watch parties, to have those friends that I have at the moment, was for me to kind of go through what I went through. The pain, the discarding, the getting picked second, or not getting picked at all. Feeling alone at times. And you could sit and you can stay and say it's bad. You can say that right now your current situation is terrible, and you could say that it's not the best and it will never be good and it will never get better. But the thing is, it does. You can't be at rock bottom forever, just like you can't be at the top of the mountain forever. It's just not how it works. Life can't just make you be at the top all the time. You have to learn to lose. You have to lose. You can't just win. You have to lose. And you won't see it coming. That's what sucks. You try to prepare so hard for when you lose, but when it happens, you don't see it coming. And when you win, sometimes you also don't see it coming. Sometimes it's just out of nowhere. I think life is really unexpected, and for that reason alone, I've learned that it's okay to just go with it and just live. Yes, I know that maybe today isn't going to be the greatest day. I know that today I woke up and there's probably already a big task at hand that I have to go through, and I don't want to go through it. But you know what? I'm glad that I woke up today. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I have my 2 cats. I'm glad I can enjoy today. And heck, it might be a very busy, hectic day. But you know what? After this day is over, I'm going to go get some Dutch Bros. I'm going to go and get a Frosty, which, granted, I went to go use my free Dutch Bros today because of my birthday. So I did that. Honestly, man, I forgot how good Dutch Bros is. If you have not had Dutch Bros, go get Dutch Bros. My favorite is the Aftershock Blended Rebel, but today I got the Electric Berry Blended Rebel. Really good. It wasn't great, but it was good. Honestly, I forgot how good Dutch Bros is. Jeez. Now, it's always funny, side tangent here, but it's always funny when I go to Dutch Bros and there's such long lines, and it's just like, man, is it that good? And then when I have it, I'm like, nope, yeah, it is good. I forgot how good it is. Anywho, life can't be linear all the time. It is very up, down, sideways. It'll be, you'll feel like you're rock bottom for like 2 weeks on end until you finally get like a little win. And even then, it's still something. I remember something as well. I was driving down to Salem, which is about an hour from here in Portland. And I was driving down there because I was going to see an event that my brother was in. And when I was driving down there, from where I was, it was raining. It was like a big thunderstorm, big cloud. And as I got closer to Salem, I saw that it was like half of it, the clouds stopped and sun was just pouring through. It was just pure sunshine. And once I got past the clouds, I got to that sunshine, it was completely dry. And I just remember looking back through the rear view window, or just, through the rear view window, and looking back at that dark, dark gray, black cloud, and just thinking to myself, it does get bad, but it isn't like that forever. It's just a cloud away. I like to think of that Pharrell Williams song from Despicable Me. It's just a cloud away. This rainy day is temporary. And it is, because the sunshine is just a cloud away, You have to go through the bad to get to the good. And you will have the good, but sometimes you won't have it forever. And it'll get bad again. But as long as you can remember that today is a good day, that today you are here, that today you're doing well, then that's all that what matters. You have people that support you. You have yourself. You have your pets. You have what you need. It's not always bad. Maybe it is just for now. Today's episode is filmed in none other than Waterhouse Park. It has been a while since I filmed outside, and I guess I could just say I'm here again. It's been a while. Feels a little weird to be here, but nonetheless, I'm kind of happy I'm here. It's it's like getting back into like the rhythm of things. And so, yeah, my birthday was just last Friday. So I finally turned 23. Can you believe that? 23. Gosh, I'm LeBron James number right now. Can you believe that? I don't know. The World Cup just like it's almost we're in the quarterfinals right now. No World Cup today, which I mean it's kind of sucks. I'm not used to it. I feel like I'm like trying to remember life before the World Cup, and I'm just kind of like I don't remember. I wasn't even a big soccer fan prior to this World Cup, but I really got into it this year, and I really loved it, honestly. What hurt me a lot was going to see Mexico lose against England. Oh, it was such a good game, though. I wish I could see that game again. And also Cape Verde versus Argentina, another very classic match that I wish I could just like rewatch all over again from the beginning. That was very beautiful. But nonetheless, if you haven't watched the World Cup, you are missing out, honestly. We're almost at the end. If you can tap in, it is really good. My top picks to win are France and Norway. I really like Holland. He's just funny. He's chronically online. I've seen like the memes of Holland and Mbappe, dictator Mbappe. If you've seen that, that is very funny. I love those memes as well. But I think France and Norway are my two picks to win this World Cup. Egypt got robbed, by the way, if you're wondering. Yes, that is my stance on it. I'm sorry. I think Messi's good, but Egypt got robbed. If you have any topics or questions for a future video, you can leave that somewhere in my link tree, somewhere around here, and you can just fill that in there. There's like a little form or button that says like leave question topic, and then you can just click on it, and then it'll take you there, and then you can put your question and topic. I think I'm saying this right. Um, and then you can just submit it, and then I will see it, and hopefully, well, most definitely make a future video on it. Remember, every day is a day closer. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be next week, it may not be next month, but as long as you do it every day, you are one step closer to achieving that dream. You are one step closer to achieving that goal, and you are one step closer to becoming that person you really want to be. Honestly, I think it's going to take me a little while to kind of get back into the rhythm of things because I'm just kind of like, oh, man, how do I do these videos? So, yeah, but we're back at it. We're back at it. We're coming back. We're coming stronger than every We're coming back stronger than ever. Yeah, that's how I meant to say it. Anywho, that's it for me, guys. I'm out of here. Deuces.